a box of a home. When he asked me to lay my hands on this cookie cutter home and dream with him, a white picket fence, a 2-person household, and a garden of nourishment for days, it feels as beautiful as his sunset eyes. I can get lost in this modern landscape whispering into my ear like an American dream lullaby, and I wish it was that easy to say yes. Or when my family conjures me back saying, hey, we should get a home together. The idea of home-cooked meals on the stove and making up for lost time over TV conversation sounds almost believable. But these spells, these selling points are like siren sounds where before a box of a home has never felt like home, has often felt like stepping into landmines, not knowing when the next one will blow, like the one that blew up Amwai, as he combed through Vietnam coffee fields hoping to harvest a home. But I understand now, for you, my love, how you desperately want home, because home was never granted to you, where techies robbed you of your city lights, swallowed the lake you loved so much, and spit it back to you at a price tag you could not afford. For you, Bo Man, or your home in Saigon was snatched by imperialist hands, and how having a home in America is a prayer answered, a sign that you can lay your regrets to rest, knowing that crossing the seas was no mistake. I see why white picket fences mean more than anything to you, and how offering you this box of a home is temporary relief, a numbing of the guilt I feel as your yellow-skinned child dangling their college degree in their wallet. But I'd be lying if I said dreaming of home was easy when all I see are flashbacks to cop sirens, slammed doors, and shrill of mama's voice and the stubbornness sitting in papa's chest, creating a cacophony of sound that rocked me to sleep at night, where mama's hair dragged across floor like leaky garbage bag, where rows of Heineken bottles like Green Army men lined the fridge and papa's stomach was the norm. So I sit with this strangling of this question in my throat, not sure if this is another landmine or a prize behind door 3. And I can never be sure. If I even open this door, will I need to pick and choose what magic I'm allowed to display to you? Will I need to conform my blue ocean hair to match your billboard dreams? What does building family look like within these walls when my family has already been crafted outside of home, where we on the fringe could gather in the abundance of our fishnet stockings, our puckering bellies from crop tops, where we could dance to our magic, where acceptance was never asked for but automatically given? And what happens when my gender craves to expand? Through needles and creams and grandpa's swag, what will you say when my future will be the experiment of my own design, my own painting? Bo Man, will you raise a ball of fist? Will you cry deeper into your well of whiskey? Will I have to hold you when I am trying to balance my own earthquake, or will you hold me tenderly as a child curling into your chest? To me, home needs to exist with all of my magic, colors that splatter all over the floor and doesn't need to be placed neatly on shelves, where a garden grows over white picket fences to my family beyond these walls, and where my love overflows into oceans and doesn't sit on picture-perfect frames. Can you imagine this? Bo Man, you. Can we meet at the intersection of our past and future, all of us painters, to our together masterpiece? Because otherwise, I may not be able to brush any courage, any magic to exist within these confines of a cookie-cutter home that you have created. To do so would be to lose me, and no security, no false dreams could ever make me lose me, when me is all I have and already loved beyond these walls. All right, to the second poem. Here we go. To the Cisfolks I ever loved. You say you'll love me through anything, with all of my sharp edges, through laughter that stumbles clumsy into conversation, my nhõng demeanor, and the storm that brews in my heart when no one is looking, and I am enamored. But when I share my gender, how my body aches to transcend beyond binaries, how my future may have hair in places you couldn't even imagine, you freeze. It's as if I stabbed the canvas of your dreams and offended your ears, and what once was a serenade of I will love you through anything now comes with its limits. See, when you have been taught that your body is only as lovable as how much you conform, when your family only loved you if you were perfect, when the world only loved you if you were normal, I took the sides of me that stood on the margins and tucked it into secrets. I sanded out my edges and told myself, if I could ever be loved in any form, I'll take it, even if it's not truly me. How do I tell you that this femininity is often a performance, a suit that I put on each day, a morning safety check I do daily? How do I tell you that it feels like a shattered mirror fragmented across the universe and I am gasping to bring myself back home? That is what you have fallen in love with, a version of me that I do not even love myself. How do I tell you the courage it takes to be me, the way I slam up against these walls so that I can be free? Hell, I need you to see that my gender is not just to be tolerated, but something you should be in complete awe of, like you can't wait to meet the artist, that you pray to be the hands and feet of this altar. I don't need you to scan over me, my unshaven legs, my purple razored hair, my cute button up, dismissing it as a tomboy thing, a pit stop, a phase. I need you to drool for me, as if my gender bending ways are like long eyelashes whipping you into my demeanor, like you can't wait to be wrapped up in my presence. When I say I am non-binary, I want you to ring the bells. Celebrate the way I weave through multiple worlds. Make a statue out of me, why don't you? Commemorate how my battle scars are the strength of me and my community. Honor the way my existence created a path for you to feel comfortable in your skin. I need you to see me as sacred. My voice as an embodiment of my ancestors' calling, not a storm that you need to hide from, a disaster you need to prepare for. I need you to see the magic I already see in myself, and if you don't, then I will release what doesn't serve me because I have no time to be seen as anything less.